arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
We're low on Medigel and synthetic blood, and we don't have enough volunteers. If we could get the rings of Alune from the Salarian Nebula, we could declare a cultural crisis. People would have to listen. No, they're not just symbolic. The Asari revere Alune. She wore these rings after learning medicine from a Thane herself. She was like a Dalatress for your people. If we displayed her rings, we'd get more Asari support in the hospitals.
Alright, done and done. I'm gonna get that.
Lieutenant Commander Ashley Williams, the second human Spectre, assisted Commander Shepard in preventing Cerberus forces from killing the Council.
And that is it. Okay. Anything here? We have an awful lot of side missions right now. That's actually kind of strange. Do we get... Yes! Medigel capacity. Let's up it again. And up it again. Oh boy.
All profits from sales go to help new medical
I can use it 8 times.
So you went back to the farm.
We snuck down the hill. We were hungry, filthy. They'd turned the towel into a kind of tunic. They'd cleaned up the bodies to make more husks, I figured. But there were still farmers alive. They were being held prisoner. And Naira was there, directing the other forces. I could see her. I got within 10 meters of her. If I just had my gun.
What happened next?
I got to the prisoners. The farm girl unlocked their restraints, and yes, and they all started screaming.
Okay, so they... Whoa. Never looked down there. It's actually quite nice. Like that view down here. That's good. That is nice, but that one. I think you can look down Presidium comms or something. Can you? Looks like it's comms. Isn't it? It is the Presidium comms, you gotta be kidding me. The layout is the same. Alright, somewhere over here there's Faye. Anything they need here? Nope. Dude.
There's got to be something. I don't know what Cerberus was packing, but we're going to lose this patient.
Without a new treatment plan, we're stuck, and I can't think of anything beyond what we've already tried.
I know, but I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Alright. We need some kind of treatment plan. And that is another one. So, which way do we go? That could be... No.
I understand Palaven is very busy, but this is one of your own generals. He was stabbed with a poisoned blade by a Cerberus soldier during the attack on the Citadel. We can't identify the toxin. We're barely keeping him alive right now. It's some form of neurotoxin. If you could look at our charts... Of course, I understand. Even a general is just one man. Good luck.
Mm-hmm. But one man is one man more, right? At least if they survive.
Who are we to choose who lives or dies? That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies. I've seen this happen in combat before. And we will run out of supplies. Have you seen the projections the administration center made?
I have. The situation is going to get worse. What's your point?
We can't deny the facts. If we prioritize them, some of our patients are in a much better position to survive. If we take care of them first and ration our supplies, we can save some now, and enable ourselves to save more later.
We cannot do that. We swore an oath to help the sick regardless of their economic situations or their places in society. Who are we to choose who lives or dies? That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies. I've seen this happen in combat before. And we will run out of supplies.
Both of them
have you seen the
have a
projections the
point.
administration center made?
I have. The situation is going to get worse. What's your point?
We can't deny the facts. If we prioritize them, some of our patients are in a much better position to survive. If we take care of them first and
The thing is, this is called triage. You basically split your patients into 3 different groups. one that doesn't need treatment right now. They just have some wounds, but nothing serious. And then someone that needs treatment definitely and can be saved. And then some that can't be saved even if you put treatment on them. So you're basically wasting supplies. So what you do get is, well, I don't know how much percentage it is, but you definitely don't use your supplies on the ones that are only weakly wounded and the ones that are too heavily gone. But the thing is, this is an economic decision. It does make sense, yes. But one has to see the greater thing here. And it's how do we behave? Do we behave like machines? Because we fight machines? Or should we behave like humans? And in this case, we have to decide in a non-logical way.
We're fighting right now to protect the people you're talking about. If you let these people die, that fight is for nothing.
It's not that simple. If we aren't careful about this now, we'll end up losing everyone.
Then we'll find a way. Look, we have more fortunate patients, right?
Yes. And I hate to say it, but the fortunate ones have far better survival odds.
And more credits. So we asked them for donations to get more supplies for those without credits.
What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? That's... You know, that actually might work.
Thank goodness. This is an idea that I didn't actually have. Okay. Who are you?
Can I help you? I'm looking for a Drell named Thane and Kolyat.
Well, we have a Drell, but not under that name.
He was injured. Stab wound. He's a regular patient here.
It's all right, it's all right. I see. The doctors were able to repair a lot of the trauma. However, Mr. Kolyat is in the final stages of Keprel syndrome. At its worst, Keprel syndrome interferes with his blood's ability to carry oxygen, and he lost a lot. Now, they've given him transfusions, but frankly, there was a very limited supply of Drell blood on the Citadel.
I'll get more. Give me his blood type.
That's not going to work. Only one other Drell on the station is a match, and that Drell is in with him now. We did all we could to help him through surgery, but his body can't replace lost blood with new cells. Too much shock. His son, Kolyat, he's in there saying his goodbyes. You might want to say yours.
Commander Shepard, my father mentioned you were no longer incarcerated. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Kolyat Kolyat. I came to donate blood and, well, he asked me to take off his oxygen mask so he could be comfortable. I don't think it will be very long.
Get as much time as you can. It will be gone. As quick. Further quickly. Alright. Your father's a hero. It doesn't matter if he's a hero or not. If he's on the bench, it's about to die.
Your father helped me save a lot of lives. I'd like to be here.
Of course.
Commander, I'm afraid I won't be joining you again.
You've done more than enough, Thane.
That assassin should be embarrassed. A terminally ill Drell managed to stop him from reaching his target.
I'll pass the word along.
There's something I must do before it gets worse. I must... Kalahira, mistress of inscrutable depths, I ask forgiveness. Kalahira, whose waves wear down stone and sand.
Kalahira, wash the sins from this one and set him on the distant shore of the infinite spirit.
Kolyat, you speak as the priests do. You have been spending time with them.
I brought a prayer book. Commander, would you care to join me? Kalahira. This one's heart is pure, but beset by wickedness and contention.
Guide this one to where the traveler never tires, the lover never leaves, the hungry never starve. Guide this one, Kalahira, and he will be a companion to you as he was to me. Kolyat? There's something I don't understand. His last moments were those of a hero. Why pray for salvation?
The prayer was not for him, Commander. He has already asked forgiveness for the lives he has taken. His wish was for you.
Goodbye, Thane. You won't be alone long.
Dude, that's hot.
Turian troops have been bolstered by Krogan support on Palaven. Krogan leader Rex stated that his support of the Turians proves that the Krogan are ready to return to the Citadel.
That would have been very helpful against Cerberus. Bit violent though, but helpful. Alright. So, we got ourselves all the side missions done on Word Memorial. Now we need to go and do the rest of the shopping on the Presidium comms. Yeah, whatever.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
Kelly is dead. Oh, crap.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
It's definitely not cool. So, what do we have here? No side missions, no nothing. Kanala, there you go. Let's just get this one. Oh, a Belan Jellyfish, yes. Not the night though, not this one. Han Kidar Gauntlet. Yeah, let's just get all of this, even if we may not need it. And that one. Alright. Oh, what about this one? Angry Accountant. Why is he angry? Doesn't look like Hulk. Gav thing, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Shredder. Mod. Okay. Pistol high caliber 4. Cerberus armor's over there. Assault thingy. Thermoscope. The heavy barrel. Oh. That's interesting. Pistol heavy barrel. I thought I bought something similar. But it could be for a different kind of pistol. That's weird. So let's get this one and that one. Does it change? No. No. Really weird.
It's my money and I'm closing my account.
Your account helps fund Citadel defense. If you shut it down and hide the money under your bed, it hurts the war effort.
And if Cerberus attacks again and takes the Citadel, my money is gone. I'll take my chances on my own. Thank you.
So you're fleeing the Citadel? Running to Sanctuary? If you trust the Council, you'll stay here.
Why should I trust them? They couldn't stop Cerberus. What could they possibly do about the Reapers?
Nothing if you take your money and hide.
Okay. Interesting point. But I heard that Sanctuary is a scam, so try to stay here as long as possible. You can hide in the ducts in here, next to the keepers.
Have you seen Palaven or Earth? You can't escape this war. At least here you've got the Council fighting for you.
But to fight, they need money. Money this bank has loaned them using accounts like yours.
Okay, damn it. Leave the account open.
Besides, how can someplace like Sanctuary promise more safety than the Citadel?
You're right. Guess all we can do is hope for the best.
Right. The least problem is the number in a bank account right now. Like, think about it. Nothing changes if a number changes. Nothing. The only thing that really is important is the actual stuff that you can buy with those numbers, but not the number itself.
I recovered the Book of Plenix. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
Earth Clan, this is a priceless gift. Thank you. You may help my people remember themselves. Thank you, Earth Clan. My people are still afraid, but they are remembering who they are.
And what is that?
Thank you, Earth Clan. My people are still
Listen, I thought of something. No, it can't wait until I'm back on duty. The Hesperia period. Their statues had legendarily accurate Prothean inscriptions. Can we use that? Yes, I know the Athena Nebula is off limits, but this... a classified project. It needs all the Prothean intel we can find. I haven't found any reliable pictures, but just think. If those statues had something that could help us, even today...
Okay, another side mission. Perfect. Maybe I should have written that down. Because this is really an awful lot of stuff.
Can't believe how hard the doctors are working to keep that terrorist bastard alive.
He's in intensive care?
He got blasted by Cerberus. They think he's just another victim.
Wounded Batarian? Okay, thanks for that information. I have to check that. Spectre terminal updated. Oh, okay. And another map thing updated. Good. Looks like we have to do something about that. Silon Nebula, that's not it. Nimbus cluster, no. Code, no. Wounded Batarian, that's the one. A badly wounded Batarian may actually be a terrorist. Find him in the refugee camp and investigate. They say refugee camp. That's on the docks areas. But they say they take care of him, so I actually thought it was on.
No, the Krogan are the only race that can fight on the toxic world, so they need support. Well, ideally, something like a cactuosaur. They're good in mountains, immune to toxins, ferociously loyal to their riders. Yes, they'd be ideal. Unfortunately, they were driven to extinction during the Rachni War. So, unless we can engineer something new, Krogan on toxic worlds will have to fight on foot without support.
And how do I get that dinosaur? Yeah. You need a living thing. Like a machine can be produced fairly quickly if you actually arrange it in a way. But a living organism? That thing has to hatch, it has to grow. Where's this one? Elkos Combine.
Damn it, another Cerberus trap? Bomb or turret? How many this time? Clear the area until you've done a full sweep. We need a way to find their tech and shut it off safely.
Oh.
No, E-Crime still doesn't have anything. The tech they got off the bodies of a few Cerberus engineers self-destructed when they took it apart. Not much we can do, except pick up the pieces after another turret guns down a mom and her kids.
Okay, very sad, but in the previous mission we actually got the turret schematics.
These are control schematics for Cerberus turrets. Will these help?
Damn right they will. I'll have E-Crimes dig into this. Might even help us find the little present Cerberus left for us. Thanks a lot. This is gonna save lives. Found another one. Yeah, the guys in Zakara did too. Disarmed there safely. No casualties. Nice work. Found another one. Yeah, the guys in Zakara did too. Disarmed there safely. No casualties.
Is this the Elkos Combine girl? Might be.
I just don't understand why you're suddenly so conflicted.
Look, the asshole's in custody now. Killing him won't bring anyone back.
It's about justice. The man is a traitor and a murderer. You saw what he did to your wife, to my husband.
And didn't bat an eyelash. He's evil, there's no doubt.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but let's see.
What's going on here?
I'm in position at CSEC. Draw them away, and I'll move in and make the kill.
Don't answer that.
Okay, could be this one. Citizens on the Citadel are preparing to carry out some sort of assassination at the CSEC office in the Presidium comms. Go there and look for suspicious activity. Alright. And I wanted to... Let's hope that this is not a time-sensitive thing. What's going on? What's he doing here?
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Maybe these heating stabilizer schematics could help.
This is amazing. The colonists, my sister, will be most pleased. Thank you. I am in your debt.
Okay.
The clutch is stabilized? Really? That is wonderful news, my sister. You wish to name the first hats after the one who helped us? I think that's a wonderful idea.
That easy.
The clutch is stabilized? Really? That is wonderful news, my sister. You wish to name the first hats after the one who helped us? I think that's a wonderful idea.
Good. So, this is what we have to investigate, and we have to find suspicious people.
Do you have a minute?
Yes.
Can I help you?
Jordan Noles, E-Crimes. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. I've got a saboteur hacking key systems, power, communications. It's bad. If you've got time to help, check out this console.
Got it. It looks like a collection of access codes.
They're Batarian diplomatic codes, from back when they had an embassy on the Citadel. If you can use your Spectre access to find them, I can shut them down.
I can access restricted intel at the Spectre office in the embassy. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
That's far too easy, almost. Okay.
We have to keep enforcing the law. Same as always. Without that, everything goes to hell.
Look at Paladin, my friend. We're in hell. We should be looking for terrorists. The rest can take care of itself.
So the bar fights, the drunken disorderlies down by that purgatory place?
How does cracking down on that crap help us win the war? People need to blow off steam right now.
And how does letting the misdemeanors go help the war?
Less time spent on the light stuff means the Citadel has more money for defense.
She has a point. He also has a point. But the thing is, there are so many people in Purgatory. I think they can take care of themselves.
Everyone on the Citadel knows we're at war now. Cerberus caught CSEC by surprise last time. You need to make sure that never happens again.
That's what I'm saying. Forget the small stuff. Support defense and security and take down anyone who threatens the peace.
You make it sound like we're under martial law.
After a coup attempt during wartime, maybe we should be.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
Not the martial law kind of thing, but in this case, a focus on the good stuff. Doesn't really sound like the right decision though. Like even misdemeanors, yes, but if you experience this kind of thing, then you actually know that all of those minor things that happen in bars or whatever, they basically sort themselves out. Alright, so where are you?
Commander Shepard. Guess I know what happened to my backup.
Excuse me?
Come on. I'm in CSEC in civilian gear with a weapon. I know what I'm made. Just let me explain. Captain Aaron Sommers, Alliance Marines, retired.
Captain Sommers?
There's a prisoner here. CSEC officer who helped Cerberus. CSEC caught him when you stopped the coup. Now he's offering them intel on Cerberus to get a better deal.
Why are you telling me this?
Because he doesn't deserve a better deal. He killed people during the coup, good people. And he's former Alliance, like us. The way I figure it, he's our problem to fix.
Okay. Retribution does not help. Let me do it legally. That's one way of doing it. Why is murder justified? This is actually a good question. You're better than this. Okay, let's hope that the question doesn't decide anything.
Tell me what this guy did to deserve death.
He executed his own friends in cold blood for Cerberus. Cleared the path for their troops. Now he's saying he's a vet. And he was suckered in by talk of helping humanity. I don't know what intel he has, and I don't really care either. He dishonored the uniform.
Yes, he did. And the best way to honor it again is to do it. And he should too.
If you gun that man down, you're dishonoring the uniform just as much as he did.
Like hell I am.
I don't like plea bargains any more than you do. But the intel we get will save lives.
Says who?
Our superiors. The people we swore to serve and trust. Captain Sommers.
Yes, Commander. Sorry, Commander. I'll shut it down. Thanks.
It would just be nice to talk to the guy ourselves, though. So... But, was that... Yeah, that was the one. Alright. Oh, come on. Really? Awful lot got broken. Lyra, you look at... Oh.
Rules be damned. People have a right to defend themselves.
If you start selling weapons to everyone on the Citadel, C-Sec will shut this whole place down.
C-Sec couldn't protect us when Cerberus attacked. I'll take him to court.
You think a court is going to want more people running with guns right now?
Then I'll go to the wars and sell from the back room at Purgatory.
People are already scared. If you violate weapons laws, they'll just be scared and trigger happy.
Okay. The thing is, I need more background information on this one. Let's just hope we can trigger that again.
Rules be damned. People have a right to defend themselves.
Yes.
If you start selling weapons to everyone on the Citadel, C-Sec will shut this whole place down.
C-Sec couldn't protect us when Cerberus attacked. I'll take him to court.
You think a court is going to want more people running with guns right now?
Then I'll go to the wards and sell from the back room at Purgatory.
People are already scared. If you violate weapons laws, they'll just be scared and trigger happy.
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? In this case, giving everyone the option to arm themselves is actually a good thing. In this case, not just because the Reapers are attacking, but in general. The thing is, right now the people don't know how to use it. They're not used to having a gun around, and that might not be a good thing.
Would a bunch of civilians shooting at anything that moves make the Citadel safer?
The commander's right. Maybe if the council organizes a civilian militia with training. Otherwise, they'll just panic and get themselves killed.
I just want people to be safe.
I know, but second-guessing C-Sec isn't the way. What if we submit a proposal to start a militia?
Okay, that'd be something.
Alright. People that are not so trigger happy. Exactly. So, let's see what else we need. That's another pistol. Another mod. Another mod. Another mod number 5. And this one. What's this? Quasi visor. Weapon and headshot damage. Nice. Let's get this one for the collection. And another one of that. Reduces weight by 8%. That's basically nothing. Sniper rifle.
Please obey all local government restrictions when purchasing protective equipment.
I think I have to check on
Welcome to Cypertine Armory.
other ones that. Oh, look at the amount of credits that we spend. This is ridiculous. No.
Cypertine Armory products include a lifetime guarantee for performance. See our extranet site for details. Professional grade equipment.
Cancer fabrication shoulder guard, yes. And this one. And this one. There we go. Only thing we didn't buy is the weapons. Yeah, but this is just 10,000. It's definitely not much. Wait. Is there more? No. Okay. Let's just wait until the whole thing just blips through. Then we... wait a minute. We're not going to talk with the Ara yet, do we? We keep her for later. That one looks suspicious. Not as suspicious. Alright. Nos Astra. What do we got here? Increased damage. Yeah, why not? Collector armor, maybe?
Our selections include rare technology upgrades from the Terminus systems. Thank you for shopping at Nos Astra Sporting Goods. Welcome to Karza Fabrication Weaponry.
That is a lot. So, the pistol thing. Melee stunner. This thing. It would just be better to know what kind of upgrades you prefer, right? Like, I just buy everything. Doesn't make any sense. Because you just need to max 2 of those. And those 2 are usually found on every character that uses that kind of gun. Melee damage and headshot stuff. Good. Anything new? No. I have a slight suspicion that sometimes you find mods on a different shop. And let's just hope it's not true. Because that makes things very, very, very complicated. So...
if we kept digging a few hours longer, we'd have gotten the Obelisk of Karza. I know the Hades Nexus is off limits. I'm not an idiot. Damn it, the Alliance needs that thing right now. The Obelisk of Karza was supposed to contain Prothean language translations, like the Rosetta Stone for Protheans. Think of how much it could have helped us understand.
Okay. Interesting. Another side mission. But didn't I already scan every single planet? Kind of feels as if I...
I heard the Geth use jamming towers to prevent auto-targeting. If we had tech like that, we might save some lives next time somebody attacks the Citadel.
Okay. Jamming towers. Done. Anything else? No one doesn't say anything afterwards. So yeah, jamming things. Why is I think...
You want my security vids, bring me a warrant. You're stonewalling me? Those vids could be vital to the war effort.
I doubt the Reapers have agents doing business in my cafe.
We're trying to protect you.
Hell of a job you're doing. See those scorch marks? Cerberus killed one of my servers right there. Where were you?
Hey, I lost friends too. If you care about finding the Cerberus informants who made it happen, you'll give me the vids.
Okay, what actually is the issue here? Why is he not giving them the information?
You want my security vids, bring me a warrant. You're stonewalling me? Those vids could be vital to the war effort.
I doubt the Reapers have agents doing business in my cafe.
We're trying to protect you.
We're at war. If you care about the safety of the Citadel, you'll help CSEC however you can.
Thank you, Commander.
I have some high-profile customers. If word gets out that I'm ratting them out to CSEC...
You think I care about insider trading or electronic smuggling right now? I'm after the bastards who attacked the city. Nobody else. You've got my word.
All right. Just... I hope it helps.
So it's that thing. High priority targets. Or questionable individuals, let's say. This one with the Omni tool looks kind of suspicious. Nope. They're just scanning bullets all over again. Okay. We are more over there with the turrets and stuff. And
You should be shot. Gorix wanted for 6 bombings. 6. Killed both humans and Batarians.
He bombed his own people? Why?
He was part of a terror cell. Picked crowded places. Voya, Omega. Doesn't matter to these asshole fanatics who gets blown up.
Okay. But anyway, Let's get back to Liara and see how we can do things. The thing is, that situation here might be how you do, like, look at this, 780. And this is where, you got to be kidding me, you can really look down there. Anyway, yeah, this might be when you have the option to trigger a romance thingy or whatnot. But let's see what Liara has to say. We're so... Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Hello, Shepard.
Nothing.
Nice to see you.
She's absolutely pissed.
I missed this place. It's good to be off ship for a while. Hello again. Hello, Shepard. Nice to see you. I missed this place.
She's pissed. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, first come, first served, right? Ugh, no. 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 Oh, this is stupid.
If I was his doctor, I'd pull the plug.
Spectre status recognized.
Alright.
Please select a destination.
You know what? I want to know if you can actually talk to Liara down here. Let's see. Liara, Flip. So, something. Citadel? No, this is something different. From Ashes? No, not so much. Activate the Crucible? No, this is not it. That is not it. Which is Battle Ensues? No. Dacia, peace between returns from the delving into the Gafcon? No. After Ransom Ranok? No. If Vermilion on lasers? No. Upon completing a mission to sabotage a no. If Rex is the clan Odnog leader? No. To rescue the Turian platoon, Liara can be found with Garrus enjoying some rare leisure time in the... Ah, there we go, we got this one. Has a few observations about the Krogan and their leadership in the aftermath of the mission. After the failed Cerberus coup. There! Liara passes a distress call from Asari High Command to the commander. It comes from the plant leases. No. Nothing in here says anything about the Citadel. Interesting. Then the cool doesn't think a coincidence. So maybe, hopefully, we can find her again down there. But I think this was like, maybe we messed up. The thing is, being very faithful to Liara gets very complicated. Alright, anyway.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination.
Yeah, what was it? Normandy.
One moment, please.
So we got most of the stuff. Oh no, wait. I don't need to go to Normandy. I need to get to the Citadel embassies because we need to get to the Spectre terminal again.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Oh wait, there's an opportunity to listen to this one.
I filled out all the forms you requested and jumped through every hoop. I don't even know where Nyota is, and I'm gonna be deployed soon too. Everyone's been called back to active duty since Earth was attacked.
I understand, but...
I can't leave my daughter here alone. I need to send her back to Thessia, to her family.
These things are very complicated, and usually take a very long time. It's even worse with everything going on right now. I'm very sorry. If you can't accept a fostering by proxy until her file is processed, there's nothing more I can do.
Oh boy. So, what do we got here? Commander Bailey, nope. And... was that one here before? Yes. So, that's the thing that we can decide right now. Let's see. That's Spectre acquisitions. It's buying things. Look at that. Not enough money. Not good. Awful lot of mods. That's weird. Didn't I? Maybe I didn't buy all of them. I think I didn't buy anything before. Whatever. Let's just get this one. And the shoddy bonus. And the sniper bonus. And the... Nope. The concentration mod. And the precision thing. And the scope. And there's more. The ultralight materials. And this one. There you go. Now it's just the weapons that remain. Alright. So, about the Spectre terminal. That's a lot. So first, medical supplies. Medical supplies, originally meant for occupied zones, have been rerouted to the Citadel because the Reaper invasion has made delivery impossible. The supplies are currently in lockdown on the docks, but can be released to the Huerta Memorial Hospital under Spectre authority. Okay, so the delivery is impossible, but the stuff is actually supposed to get to the place at one point. This is weird. We can authorize it and just hoard every little bit of medical supply in the Citadel. I don't think this is the right thing, but right now it's a nice way to get at least this stuff available to the people. Maybe we can get other supplies later. Authorize civilian militia. Ah, that's the thing. CSEC has fielded requests for a civilian militia to defend the Citadel in the event of another attack. Many CSEC officers believe a militia would benefit the Citadel's state of readiness and improve morale, but they lack funds and clearance for the program. Spectre authorization would allow CSEC to begin training civilian volunteers using funds normally allocated to executive bonuses. Executive bonuses have to be postponed. Alright, so at least the people will be able to hold a gun and not just shoot themselves in the foot. So first, Irune financial report. This financial report is for top-level embassy access only. According to financial estimates from First Irune Investment Trusts, Irune, by the way, is the Volus planet, a division of Elkos Combine, the Citadel races cannot sustain the costs of the war effort for more than 1 year. Although military spending has stimulated certain market sectors, shortages and rationing in other areas have depressed the financial system. Civilian discretionary spending has fallen except in entertainment areas like escapist wits and drinking. First Irune is borrowing heavily to provide funds for key functions, access the Citadel, but if the war does not end within the next year, galactic financial collapse is inevitable. Okay. That's hard. But why? Financial collapse. Why? Yeah, why? Huh. The whole borrowing thing doesn't make any sense. Because in this case it's just digital, right? It's just an idea of the number somewhere. There's nothing to grab, right? In this case, the actual thing that exists in the world is the connection between two people that gets enforced. So let's say you give someone money, right? You give someone a number, right? Then they do something for you, right? This is basically what you did. You gave them a number and you get some object, something, whatever. Can be anything. Or maybe a service, whatnot. But actually you make someone else do something for you and you give them a number. And then they have that number and they give that number to someone else, right? So, and in this case, giving out numbers and making people do things is what makes the economy go around, right? And if people need to do like war effort kind of things, then that means someone is giving out numbers, and these numbers, right, are given to people who do something for the war effort first, right? And then they go around in the economy. If you wait a little bit, someone will basically hoard all of those numbers, and then they can buy things. The problem is if someone else actually gets those numbers and buys up everything. That's something that you don't want, right? And in this case, what you need to do is have some like some number drain in the system where it comes back, so that you always have control over the financial system, so that you can give out numbers and basically control the people by letting them do work for you, right? But at some other point, you have to actually drain those numbers out, so no one is able to hoard all of those numbers. It's called taxation, by the way. And this is basically what you do in order to control the money flow. So it's not a free market system, not completely. But in this case, a collapse of the financial system cannot happen at all. And in this case, if people are paying stuff for like escapist vids and drinking or whatever, then this is basically the exit flow of the money out of the system. So that's just how that, yeah, that's how that works. There's no problem with this. So, surveillance authorization. CSEC has requested a number of surveillance warrants in an attempt to find evidence that would incriminate Cerberus informants on the Citadel. Officers have tapped public surveillance feeds, but do not have legal access to private security feeds. Spectre authorization would enable CSEC to tap into business feeds without informing civilian agencies. I don't like that. I mean, it would make sense, yes, but going behind the people's back is not good. Not so good. Because it goes against it just goes against the people's trust. That's not good, how that works. See, it breaks it. CSEC has requested a number of surveillance warrants in an attempt to find evidence that would incriminate Cerberus informants on the Citadel. Officers have tapped public surveillance feeds, but do not have legal access to private security feeds. Spectre authorization would enable CSEC to tap into business feeds without informing civilian agencies. Right now it does make sense, yes, but this is it would be nice to not just authorize it. It would be nice to like do something else with it. Anyway, location for Batarian patient. A Batarian patient named Gorek is located in a makeshift clinic in the temporary refugee camp at docking bay E24. The other docking bay that you can access with the elevator. He is suffering from undisclosed but severe injuries. Medical staff from Huerta Memorial have provided painkillers, but there's no viable long-term treatment. Because the Batarian hegemony refuses to share records, no data on Gorek is available prior to his arrival on the Citadel. So we have to ask him then. Batarian access code. With Spectre level access codes, it is possible to bypass standard security protocols and track top-level diplomatic dispatches. The location of consoles accessed using suspect ciphers will be uploaded to the Spectre's Omni tool and highlighted for easy detection. Let's enable that and see if we can figure that out. That's an awful lot of side missions that we just did. And I just hope that there's nothing in this room, because it's like a separate kind of thingy. We did just enable it, but I don't know if we have to... There we go. Talk to the other ones on the Citadel. Yep, I think we have to get the information out. So, first we're going to check on Huerta Memorial again, just in case. We're going around, checking things. And let's just do a little cleanup sweep here. What's this one? Commander Bailey, yeah. don't know if I can just scan everywhere. Nope. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. And nothing there. And Grissom is gone. Good.
Thank you again, Earth Clan.
No, not Huerta Memorial. Docking Bay D24. Wait a minute. No, was it D24? It was E24, wasn't it? Okay, let's just check both of those docking bays.
Discovered a way to run FTL spaceships without an ESO core, Private Talavi?
No, ma'am.
Then consider this a serious assignment. Intel's expecting a Cerberus raid.
Cerberus? Cerberus?
They're a problem?
I thought we were fighting Reapers, ma'am.
Give it a week. You could be.
They said E24 and not D24. And Batarians are usually found in the other docking bay. Okay, looks like our Omni tool is scanning absolutely nothing. Let's just get back there again. Wrong docking bay.
Spectre status. 1 moment, please.
The naming holding area sounds like a prison cell.